Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley, still waiting around for me to drop dead so he can write the tell-all book,
Oh my
which
God.
is when he's gonna.
What?
I know your
There's
plan.
nothing to tell.
Oh, whatever.
You are, oh my God, seriously. Um,
Andy
aside
O'Reilly, a
from,
life
aside from,
by Dave Cackley. Yeah, I can hear it coming already.
no, like,
Whatever
yeah,
it takes to make a
seriously,
buck.
see, I wasn't, here's the problem is I wasn't around you back in your drunken degenerate days.
Yeah, but that's when you're gonna go around
There
and
was nothing
interview
there.
everybody.
Oh, okay. Okay. First of all, you know how little ambition I have in general. The
Yeah,
idea that I'm gonna, oh, here's a good idea. Let's go back into Andy's past and
yeah.
interview
I know what you're gonna do.
old radio colleagues, old
That's okay.
girlfriends, old acquaintances. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
zero, zero, zero
My
interest
Days with Andy,
in
the
doing it.
tell-all book by Dave.
Yeah,
Hey, dude, you got to pay off that 2002.
it's a two. Okay, it's a 2012
Oh,
Dodge
2012.
Avenger.
I
2012.
always
I
forget.
owe. You want to know what's
Apologies all
funny?
around.
I'm gonna give you the God's honest truth.
Yep.
I owe $400 on that car.
You really?
That's got 244,000 miles on it. I got yeah. I can
think
pay
I
it.
owe
Yeah,
on
$400
our
left.
truck for the Muskegon channel. I owe one more payment, and then I'm done
Yeah,
with
I
that
have to.
thing. And honestly, you know what? I'm pretty proud. We've only had that for a couple of years, and it's paid off.
No, good for
That's
you.
nice. And I'm really looking forward to shaking that payment too.
Mhm.
So next month that'll be done.
Good.
Thank God.
4 year. I had a 4-year payment on a car that is
This is
now
life.
12 years old.
Today's day and
Yeah,
age, man. That's what it
this
takes.
is how you do it, and
Hey,
it's fine. And
my
I'll
my
buy. I can't wait to buy a 2014 model or
my
something.
day-to-day
Who knows?
car, my day-to-day traveler, I had to get 10-year financing on that.
Good Lord.
Dude, I'm telling you, to get a payment that I
Uh,
could do. Yeah. I make bigger payments on it, but
yeah.
yeah, I we could do 10 years. What's the payment on that? Five. Do it.
Because you're thinking, you know what's interesting?
Uh,
You get to our age, and you start thinking, oh, in 4 years I'll be this old. In 10 years, we're gonna be in our 60s.
yeah.
Holy, that's a
I
weird
don't
thing to
stop to
think
think
of.
of that.
I do, but I
No,
don't
not
think.
me.
But I don't have the. But there's like I don't believe that's gonna feel any different, other than how I used to perceive age,
Right?
because I used to perceive the age I am now is being
Old.
essentially old and ancient.
Right.
Like, you get into your 40s and your life is essentially over. And I've had more fun the past 10 plus years, I think, than I had in the previous 40.
It's been weird for me. My 30s were awful for the most
Mhm.
part. 40s were pretty good. 50s so far, I could use a refund. I
Well, it's
mean,
just one of those, certain thing, you got to deal with certain
I think it's odd
physical
numbers.
realities. I know. I just think it's getting old. You get old and you got to deal with more stuff, and then you don't. But the trade off is usually the certain the dumb things that used to bother you when you were younger. You kind of have a little bit more perspective because you've been through
Yeah.
more shit. So it's just
Now it's the dumb
you're
things
like,
that
okay,
bother
you
you
don't
when
make
you're
a big
older.
deal. Yeah, I don't. I I try to get to the point, or I've tried to, where I just kind of understand everybody's different, everybody's a little off, everybody's a little broken. I don't try not to judge anybody for it. I try not to. There's nobody that I hate.
Dude, it's not like that for me at all. When I say you hate things that
Oh, okay.
are, I'm talking about things about me that I hate.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? It's like, why can't I get
This
this
is a
sprinkler head?
self-loathing.
Why can't I
Hmm.
get this sprinkler head to go the right way? It's like, yeah, I don't need the garage door watered. I'd like you to spray the rest of the yard, not the
Hmm.
house.
That's
And turn it this way, turn it that way. Okay,
yeah.
YouTube. Now I'm gonna
Uh,
ah! That kind of stuff. Those are the annoyances at 50 that get you. It's like
yeah.
you got some 20-year-old on YouTube showing you how to rotate a
Mhm.
sprinkler head to make it work right, and it doesn't.
This is something our dads just knew how to do this stuff.
Not
We did,
well, maybe. I don't know.
they just, I think, like, my dad just knew how to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't matter. He just knew how to, he was, I've said this, the amazing thing about my dad wasn't that he knew everything. He just knew something about everything,
Yeah.
and he could figure shit out. Like, he was a man. When he was in his 50s and his 60s, he was a man. And I feel like, it's a lot of our generation, and definitely those younger than us, we it's like we're playing at being adults. We've never really figured it out. We're just kind of faking our way through adulthood. But the calming reality is everybody's in the same boat, so it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like we're faking it, but we all kind of are,
Mm.
which is
Well,
fine.
I'll tell you what. Let's fake it through a newscast like
Hey,
we
there
have
you
been for
go.
20 some odd years, and we'll carry on.
Fake adulthood, fake journalism. Why not? Let's do this thing. Today will be the busiest day of the air travel weekend. This Memorial Day, nearly 3 million people across the U.S. expected to pass through airport checkpoints. That could surpass the record 2.9 million set on the Sunday after Thanksgiving last year. I'm, of course, heading up to Canadian Lakes to see some friends who have a
Wonderful,
boat,
wonderful.
because that's what you got to do. And I'm not somebody who likes to go anywhere or do anything, but I'll venture out
Unless it's
occasionally,
Canadian
see
Lakes and
friends,
there's free booze and food involved, then you'll show
and
up.
there's a boat, and that's
And
good,
a
and they're
boat.
good people, and you know, it's always a good time.
You know what I'm
So
happy to hear?
I'm looking forward to it.
The fact that the airlines are now releasing busiest dates of the year when it comes to holidays that are really not Thanksgiving or Christmas. Because we need
Yeah,
those updates. We need to hear how busy the airlines are.
yeah, it's important to know that they're still going strong, even though I haven't flown since 2004.
4th of July air travel is going to
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
Who cares? God.
well. Moving on, the NCAA and 5 major college sports conferences have agreed to settle antitrust allegations that now open the door for schools to pay student athletes. NCAA President Charlie Baker, along with the commissioners of the ACC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the Pac 12, and SEC, released a statement agreeing to the $2.8 billion settlement. The new groundbreaking revenue sharing model could start steering millions of dollars directly to athletes beginning in 2025. I'm fine with this. I don't really care. I didn't think they necessarily needed to do that. I thought it was fine just saying, hey, if you want to make money off your name, your likeness. But then at the same time, I also see it from the perspective of, especially if you're talking major college football or some major college basketball programs that are revenue generating streams for the school, and there are some athletes that are the main reason for it. You got to give them a little slice of the pie. And I think revenue sharing, I mean, because all of these universities and college and athletic programs are as greedy gets, with all the TV contracts and all the uh, like you had the story with the Fab Five back in the day, and
Yeah.
Cheaty McCheatersons, whatever you want to call them. But Chris Webber did say this, and he ended up. It came out that he was taking money, which I don't even really have a problem with, because of the fact he would go to a store and see his number 4 Michigan jersey hanging up and being sold for like $100, and he had like $20 on him, going, where's I know I got a college scholarship, but you're seeing a bunch of number 4 jerseys, and they're not there. I mean, they're there because of you. They're being sold because you're really, really good at this. So yeah, I don't have an issue with this. I don't know. There's not going to be it's not going to be equal. You're not going to see everybody paid the same, and I don't think you necessarily should, because God's honest truth is there's some sports that don't generate the revenues that other sports do, and there's some athletes that aren't going to be generating the revenue that other athletes are. So it'll be interesting to see how they distribute all this, and who bitches and who complains.
Okay.
Yeah. To be continued. Finally, a new solar project by Consumers Energy could power the homes in Muskegon, thousands of homes in Muskegon, Construction has already begun on the 19,000-acre solar farm development at the Muskegon County Resource Recovery Center in Moreland Township. The new center could power up to 40,000 homes. At the end of the day, it is, if this is cost effective,
I got to tell you
great. But
though,
they're.
you know what's
Go
just
ahead.
ridiculous to watch?
What?
The commentary on Facebook. I mean, everything from this should be ag land to the heat that's generated by these things, which they absorb the heat to turn it into energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ag land. Do you really want to eat food that was grown over the top of everybody's shit and drugs that were flushed down the toilet? I don't think that's a good idea. Do you?
Yeah,
Probably not the best. And in all honesty, it's already land marked for the wastewater plant, so it's not ag land.
Yeah.
People don't know shit from Shinola about this project, but everybody's a Facebook expert, and it just pisses me off because
people like to vent too.
This is something that is really an amazing thing to happen, and it's happening in a place almost exclusive in the United States because of the way that they deal with wastewater out at our wastewater facility. It goes into the ground and it gets recycled naturally out there. That's pretty amazing at the wastewater plant in Muskegon. It's not treated with chemicals. It's not cleaned up through the normal processes of other cities. It is just stupid for the amount of negative commentary that people are saying over and over and over on Facebook, and you should just shut up.
Well, this is what I would say. If you have an issue with it, my only issue with it would be, what's the math? Because there are trade-offs. They're not solutions to these energy problems. There are no solutions. You're going to trade something.
You think the math hasn't been done?
I'm not.
I know you're not, but I'm counterpointing.
In counterpoint noted. We know this about whether you're talking solar energy or you're talking some of these other wind energy. It's not as always efficient because it's not always sunny, it's not always windy, so there are issues there. The fact, this is my only issue, would be why are they want to phase out all these other coal, fine, fossil fuel, fine. They also want to phase out nuclear energy, which makes zero sense. Nope. Because nuclear energy is far more efficient, and it's by leaps and bounds over solar or wind. Not to say solar and wind, great. But you're not going to solve any of these energy problems that you have if you want to say, oh, we're not going to mess with nuclear energy because we don't like the word nuke. Because that's the bottom line is people are afraid of the word nuclear. Mm-hmm. So that's why they do. Oh, we've got to phase out nuclear and to their point also, if you want to steel man the argument, it's not a renewable resource because some of the stuff that you use isn't renewable when it comes to the whole nuclear energy thing. So, but nuclear energy itself is, but the things to power all that other ancillary stuff isn't renewable. But the fact that it's clean, the fact that it's safe, it's the fact that people are afraid of the word nuclear going back to like 3 Mile Island in 1979. They're worried about it. That stuff doesn't happen. That's so that would be my only pushback at all. Otherwise, I don't see any issue with this. I think if it's cost effective down the road, great. Give me cheaper energy. This is a possible really, really good thing. We shall see. Sports, Tigers lose again, 9-1, 10-14 at home. Can't win at home. Their bats are virtually non-existent. The pitching's inconsistent. Still, I will say this. They're only 4 games under 500. You don't want to start falling too far back under that Mendoza line, but still early. They're in a slump right now, but if you're going to have a slump, have your slump be around Memorial Day because nobody's going to give a shit.
One of my favorite comedians from back in the day, Nick Mendoza. I didn't know he had a line in baseball.
Oh, ha 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 ha. No. Nick Mendoza. I've never heard. Are you sure I've never heard of the comedian Nick Mendoza.
Okay.
I'm going to have to look him up now.
Do that.
Okay. Or are we just making up a name to be funny?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, no, you would not. See, I didn't know. I was taking you literally.
See? What you're going to have to do is go ahead
that's an issue.
Well, look up Nick Mendoza.
Now I've got a feeling you're completely snowing me on this. I'm going to feel
I would
dumb.
never.
No, you wouldn't. Cubs lose, Cubs lose, Cubs lose. They fall to Atlanta 3-0. That's sports.
This is another one that's going to be a roadblock for Dave Cackley today. I hate to send you off on a weekend freeloading in Twin Lake or Canadian Lakes or wherever you're going.
See, yeah, you know, all the well.
Hey, look, I brought Funyuns.
I'll bring hot dog buns.
Oh, wow. Look at you. It's $1,200 today for 7-syllable words.
7-syllable words.
7. If you fear this number, 13, you suffer from this.
Jesus.
And it's not erectile dysfunction, even though I know you suffer from
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like I've heard whatever this thing is.
I guarantee you've heard it.
But I don't know what it is.
62,000 flat in the hole. Wow.
Good. I like it when it's a nice even round number. 6. That's
I'll
good.
give you that. I like that myself. But it's triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaideka. No, I don't recall ever hearing that.
That's because you did a lot of drugs and drank too much for a long time.
I'm in all things in moderation, fella.
Sure you are. Me. I'm going to have your friends in Canadian Lakes send pictures down. I can see you just now. When you pull into Canadian Lakes, you're going to roll up on Denslow's down there in the corner, and you're going to be like, hey, I need a bottle of 5-star vodka. I'm off. I won't be seen this weekend up here.
It'll be Tito's. Go Tito's or go Absolute or go home.
I'll see you Tuesday.
None of that pop-off shit. All right. See ya.
Happy Friday, Muskegon. We've got some rain on the way for this holiday weekend, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. While we should stay dry during the daytime hours today, we are expecting some rain for this evening and possibly some thunderstorms as well, but we do stay dry again for Saturday for some of our Memorial Day festivities, but we can expect cooler temperatures and more rain from Sunday all the way through Tuesday. On our future radar, we see tonight around 7 p.m. is when some of those showers will enter the West Michigan area, and those are expected to be on and off and scattered throughout the county through the rest of the evening. Our daytime hours should be fairly nice, though it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 80 degrees and just a light wind out of the south around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but we do cool down to about 56 tonight, and we have that rain coming in and some higher winds as well from the south around 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts likely up to 20 miles per hour. And although rainy across the county today, we are looking very warm. The majority of our towns in the 80s, the northern half of the county being in the higher 70s, but that's still very warm. Even along the Lakeshore, Duck Lake Beach and PJ Hoffmaster Beach are both in the lower 70s, so we are very warm across the county, but we do have a cool down coming on the way as we look at next week. While we are still a bit warmer for Saturday and Sunday, we do have a 50% chance to see some rain showers starting Sunday afternoon that will continue through the evening, when we then have a 60% chance for some rain showers and some thunderstorms for Sunday night. Monday, we should clear up for the morning hours, but there is a 40% chance of some scattered showers Monday evening around 5 p.m., and that will continue through the night. And Tuesday, we'll see very similar. We are cooler for both of these days as well, highs in the higher 60s, so definitely cooler than it has been the past couple of days. And then Tuesday night, we still see some chances for some scattered showers. We are looking to clear up for Wednesday and Thursday, but we're still remaining in that high 60 temperature zone. That is all for your Friday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you all have a great Memorial Day weekend.